Welcome TechBrothersIT here. In this video, we are going to learn how to query tables from Lake database by using Serverless SQL Pool. So what is Serverless SQL Pool? A pay-per-query SQL engine in Azure Synapse. So that's what is the Serverless SQL Pool. Ideal for ad hoc querying over files in a data lake, a CSV format or Parquet format or Delta format and etc. No infrastructure setup or Spark pool required to query those tables. Or files. Now what we are going to do here, we have this lake database, and here is my lake database, lake db demo, and we see that in the last video we have created a lot of tables, and we use different file formats when we were creating those tables. And here is you see that this is delta table, and I can click right there and say new SQL script top 100 rows. And you see that here I'm connected with the serverless SQL pool, and now I'm using the database lake db demo here. I can simply execute this query, and it should return me the records from this delta table. So here you see that even we have a database name, and then we have DBO. I don't see DBO schema here, but this is a by default added. So when you're querying by your serverless SQL pool, the DBO schema is added to your table right there. So this is our table, this is our DBO schema, and then this is the database. And finally, we can see that there are 3 records in this table. I don't know if you guys remember from last time I have shown you the Lake DB demo. All the data is stored in the ADLS Gen 2. So this is my link, and this is the container, and in this container it is saved under Synapse, and then saved under workspaces, and then my workspace name, and then we have a warehouse, and this is the database folder, and then each folder of this is related to the table. So in the delta products, if you see that we have Parquet files, and then we have underscore delta underscore log that contains the JSON file for our transactions. So then we have other tables as well. I just want to show you, this is the structure, how the Spark pool save the tables in the container. Now we go back here, and we are going to query some other tables, and let me show you those. Let's click on workspace here, and here is this is arrow. So if I go ahead and say select top 100, I might get error. So some of the formats are supported, and some of them are not supported. So see right here, this is not supported, and then if I go to CSV and say top 100 rows, and this should work just fine. So you can see that if you have created a table by using a CSV clause, then you will be fine to query that by using serverless SQL pool. Now here is my JSON. For JSON you will be able to query, but I'm going to show you a little bit technique how you will do that. So see right there, when I directly query this table, it's I'm not able to query this. Also, I'm going to go ahead and close these. Now we can go ahead and query our table and product underscore Parquet, and this table is created by using a Parquet format. So if I go ahead and run this one, we will be seeing the data coming through. So that's fine. And you have noticed that with the Parquet, with the CSV, with the delta, and with the text, these queries work directly, no problem at all. So let me execute for the text, and this is also working just fine. So some of the formats might not work, as I have shown you, like arrow and ORC. So when you could try to query them, they will not be supported. So with the JSON, there is a little bit technique. If I query the JSON, I was not able to query directly. So what I did, I used the open row set, and then went to the file system here, and then in the here I have bulk and provide the path, and here I went all the way to that folder where the files are, and then I said, okay, read every JSON file, and let me show you that folder. So if I go to the Synapse storage here, and then go to container, I could have gone to the container from the Synapse as well, but I'm just opening here. It's more kind of clear and colorful, so I will show you right there. So warehouse, this database, and this is JSON. So this is the place all the files are. Okay, So if you see that I have went all the way till here in this path, and then I said that asterisk.json, so reading all these JSON file. So if I will do so, what's happening here, and telling the file format CSV, and these are the default file terminators and all that for reading the CSV and ignoring those different terminators by putting these values there. So I read as a CSV, and then once we have JSON content, then you can further parse when you need it. So this is one way to read it. I think this is the same way also you can read the arrow files and the ORC file, but this is a kind of like you have to go, let's say in this case, if I go to the ORC file here, and then say this, and I will say load to data frame or new. I am actually want to do only see here, and this will give me select top 100 rows. So see, in this case it is given me this open row set and everything by itself, so I can read the JSON very fine. But when I go and do the same thing for arrow or the ORC, let's say if I am here and I right click here, new SQL script, it give me bulk load. It doesn't give me like, hey, select top 100 rows. So this is where I'm seeing that you will not be able to create this directly, like with arrow and with the ORC. It's not gonna be direct like, hey, top 100, and it will generate the query for you. So with the JSON, you have seen that that was easy. Just go to JSON and then right click here, and then you will say new SQL query top 100 rows, and then you can make small changes. Let's say you want to select, in this case you have this product ID and product name. So if you want to select the product ID, you can copy this, and here you can remove this part. So here you will say product ID right there. Okay, and now I'm gonna just copy this path, place it right here after the content, and then if I run now, I will be having two things. So let me show you right there. There are two commas here, and execute. Now you have the JSON content, and then you have this as a header. You can call this as a product. Okay, same way you can get other values from this, such as product ID or price and all that. So you can keep getting by just adding this something like this JSON value function, and then a JSON content, and then provide the column that you want to get, for which you, like here we were using product name. So you execute. So not all the formats you can read by using a serverless SQL pool, but mostly supported ones are delta table, CSV tables, your Parquet tables, text tables. So all those are supported. So I thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.